You're an insurance agent that's wondering how many leads do I need to buy on a weekly basis with final expense telesales or even in the face-to-face play. You found the right video. We're going to dive into this. What kind of funds do you really need? We're going to talk about frequency a little bit, but I'm going to talk to you about volume so that you can be in the best chance to find success. So before I dive into this, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the business. I'm very blessed to partner with brand new and veteran agents alike, working shoulder to shoulder in our national agency here, selling life, Medicare, and annuities face-to-face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And I do appreciate you joining with me today, and I hope you like the content. So first off, let's answer the question that's been asked so many times. How many leads do I really need to buy? Well, frequency is very important to you finding success. So I'm going to help you understand the frequency on the weekly. Now, the exception here will be age leads because you can do those every other week. All right. But with that being said, you need to be buying leads on a weekly basis if you want to set yourself up for making the wealth and finding success. So number one, a weekly warrior is powerful. A lot of agents are like, how many leads do I buy? Well, if you don't have many bucks, buy as many aged leads as you can and work them. All right. You've got the brawn, just not as many bucks. Believe it or not, you can find tremendous success with aged leads. You can look at my agent interviews and testimonial playlist, and you'll see many part-time agents that start with aged leads. Go watch that playlist and you'll see it. All right. But this is important to your survival is how much do I need to spend? So we're going to dive into that. So weekly, the only exception being aged leads. All right. Now, a brand new insurance agent, you should probably, if you're full-time, you should be buying at least 300 aged leads every other week at a minimum. All right. More leads, it's going to take you more time, more belief, right? Because you're going to get beat up. I didn't send that in because they're a little older. So a lead that's 90 days or less, all right, old. So it's a fairly new lead from an aged lead standpoint. These are all DNC scrubbed to make sure that you don't touch aged leads that are not that haven't been scrubbed. It's very important. Make sure they're scrubbed against the DNC so they're TCPA compliant and also been scrubbed against the list. We don't want you losing your lunch because you were violating some laws here. So 300 aged leads will run you about $1.70 a lead. If you're spending more than $2 a lead for good aged leads, reach out. I'll get you the resources that you need on my website. Okay. But that'll run you about $510 every other week. So if you're a brand new agent, you're like, hey, I don't got a lot of money. Well, $510 will give you 300 really good aged leads. If you balance that on a weekly basis, that's only about $255. You don't need more than really one halfway decent sale to cash flow you positive. It's all about positive cash flow in this business. Cash flow is king, and I want to keep you hanging tight and taking care of these great people. And if you're out of business because you spent too many bucks or maybe you weren't trained right, it can derail your chances of success. So leads, buy about 300 aged leads every week if you don't have many bucks, but as a full-time agent, you can find success. Now, don't stay with aged leads. That's where you start if you got no bucks. Believe in yourself and start buying fresh leads as fast as you can, my friends. It's so important. So if you're a final expense telesales insurance agent, you need to be buying 80 fresh leads a week if you want to be a full-time guy, 80 to 100 if you can. Put the laws of large numbers in your favor. You can be the most amazing insurance agent on the planet, but if you don't have people to talk to, it doesn't matter. All right. So buy leads on the weekly. Very important to you having the best chance of finding the wealth. 80 fresh leads. You shouldn't be paying more than $15 a piece for statewide leads. All right. Wide final expense. All right. Leads here. Final expense telesales leads. You shouldn't be paying more than $15 a pop. $15 a piece. 80 leads is about $1,200 on the weekly. All you need is a couple sales, and now you're cash flow positive. One sale at $100 a month or two sales at $50 a month just funded your entire weekly lead order. This makes the business fun. Now all you need is a couple more sales, and woohoo! Now cash is really king. Now you're moving in the right direction. You got to have money to make money with final expense telesales. It's truth. All right. But get on those fresh leads as fast as you can. Now we're talking about exclusive, high intent Facebook leads, funneled internet leads. And I'm not talking about the internet lead that maybe you're being told is exclusive, and then you find that everybody's touched it. I'm not talking about that. Buy leads on your own. Make sure you've got a vendor that you put your card into, get the money so that you make sure that it's exclusive. No one else should have access to your leads other than you. Very important. Exclusivity is going to help you engage in a good way where you feel good. But lead flow is so important. If you've got one batch of leads, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to join the 90% of agents that fail because you didn't believe in yourself. You didn't fund yourself on the weekly. The fastest way to fail is not have good frequency, not be buying leads on the weekly, and then you're going to get wounded and you're going to be out of the business. You're going to be a hurting agent for certain. All right. Now, if you look at maybe a lower intent lead, it's like one-ply toilet paper. You're going to need more of it to get the job done. Sorry to be crass, but it's the truth. Google banner leads are cheaper, but you're going to need a whole lot more of them to have a chance of capitalizing. Google banner leads, you're going to need about 160 of them on a weekly basis. As a full-time final expense telesales agent, those can be had for around $750 or less a lead. That's still going to run you about $1,200 a week. All right. But if you got 160 people to talk to, all the numbers won't work, but you're going to get a lot of conversations, good amount of conversions if you've been properly trained. You've got good proven power, scripts, good systems in play, like what we do here at jasonfinalexpense.com. If you've got a work family that's going to help you, you can really hustle and hopefully have success. Success is never guaranteed, but you can get it if you believe in yourself. You really can. With belief comes a chance for bucks, but of course, the looks like risk, and because that telesales frequency, always on the weekly. The only exception here, once again, on the age lead side. All right. So we're going to dive into now face-to-face frequency. How many leads should a face-to-face insurance agent purchase? We're going to go right into it. And before we dive into that, I hope you like the content. Do me a favor if you could for me. If you're liking this so far, can you hit the like button? If you enjoy this, and if you don't, put in the comments that I don't enjoy it. That's okay too. Let me know. And I appreciate you subscribers out there. So let's go into the face-to-face play. A face-to-face insurance agent does not need to have as many leads, believe it or not, but your lead cost is so much higher. Face-to-face insurance agents have windshield time, and you're going to need to buy about 40 leads a week to be a full-time guy, all right, or gal. Divide by 2 if you want to be a part-time person, okay? But a full-time person that wants to have power and profitability, you want to buy about 40 good exclusive leads on the weekly, all right? Now, you're going to work them different than a final expense telesales agent, but you're going to see your cost is going to be, yikes, a lot more, okay? So a face-to-face insurance agent, 40 leads a week at around $30 to $38 is going to run you anywhere from $1,200 to $1,520 a week for that lead volume. That's only 40 leads a week. And you're going to call them. And then when they don't pick up, you don't just put the phone down. You're going to go put the big boy britches on, get in your car and go knock door. All right. You want to get the job done? Go knock door. Now, keep in mind, these kinds of leads, exclusive face-to-face final expense leads, you're going to need about 40 on a weekly basis, right? You're going to have a 5 to 25 mile radius, which is you're going to be running your tires off, taking care of these people. You're going to get no-showed. You're going to go to the door and no one's there. No one's home. You got to keep that smile on your face. You got to keep that pace about you if you want to try to find profitability. And I said, try to find, okay? You got to move if you want to make the money. You can't go, oh, well, the lead didn't pick up. I guess I'm going to put the phone down. Nope, let's go, okay? The ones that don't pick up, you're going to go pound pavement and go help these great people. Knock door, okay? 25-mile radius, 5 to 25-mile radius. That means if it's here and yonder, you may have just put 40 miles on your car from one side of town to the other side of the town, taking a chance on a lead that hopefully they're home. Okay, this is part of the face-to-face frustration. You're going to have smells that you've never smelled before. You're going to get told, get off my lawn as this happens. I don't want none of you. You're an insurance agent. Get the beep, 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 beep off my lawn. It happens. You got to keep yourself in a happy place to have a chance of succeeding, but face-to-face agents do get frustrated, but there's your cost. You got a 5 to 25-mile radius where when you're getting no-showed, you set the world's best appointment and then you get noted on the door. I don't want nothing. This happens, but when you got 40 people to see, you're going to get a high conversion rate when you get in that home to help them. Your conversion rate's really high, and you don't have to be as sharp in the face-to-face play to get profitability. Where with final expense telesales, you've got a very small margin. You got to have good scripts. You've got to have good systems. You've got to train and coach and mentor. We spend 5 days training in a telemastery program before agents hit the phones, which is powerful. So they're extremely confident and competent. They know how to handle the phones, which increases their chances of hopefully survival. But success is never guaranteed. You got to push forward. But if you're trained, you can translate a very simple business a little easier, but the business isn't easy. But face-to-face agents do amazing as well. Now, that's a digital type lead, around $30 to $38 a piece. Let's talk about direct mail leads, frequency. For some of you face-to-face final expense insurance agents, Direct mail leads have had diminished returns over the years. So when you're doing a per 1,000-piece mailing, you're not going to get that many leads back. You're like, but I sent 1,000 leads out there. I should get I sent 1,000 cards out to these folks. I get 1,000 people I can call, right? Nope. Nothing can be further from the truth. You're going to probably pay around $50 a lead. Unless you're doing this Walmart gift card garbage, don't do that, okay? Because you're going to feel like you're a social worker. Don't do that. You're going to see tons of people that say, hey, thanks for coming out. Where's my money? Where's my card? You're going to call it quits if that's you. You want a high intent lead. So one that says life insurance on the lead card, you're going to spend about $50 a lead, maybe a hair less depending on your demographic that you're sending these cards out to. That'll still run you about $1,250 for 25 direct mail leads. Direct mail leads are awesome. You're not going to need as many of them. You're not going to need to step it up to 40 like you would with other platforms, but you're still going to be spending about $1,200 a week. And you need 25 leads a week at a minimum to be a full-time guy. More if you can. All right. More will make you more money because you've got more conversations. Now, hopefully a better chance for more conversions. The last thing you want is commission breath up in your chest because you don't have enough people to call. This is why a lot of people call it quits. Their frequency is off, and that's why they fail. So now, if you got a bad batch where you sent off 1,000 leads and maybe it cost you $75 for that lead, ouchie, ouchie, that may have just cost you $1,875 for that week of lead orders. Okay. For 25 leads, it's $75 a piece. But I'm telling you, when you get up in those homes, face-to-face agents, direct mail leads are awesome. They really are. Not all the phone numbers are going to come back with it on there, but you just leave that door, pretend like you're delivering pizzas, and go take care of these great people. So there you go. There's your frequency for what you need. If you're a part-time agent, divide by 2. That'll give you an idea of what you need. Obviously, partnering with a good work family that can give you good discount codes on leads is powerful. It's key. If you need any carriers, if you need any discount codes or good lead vendors, if you're wondering where's a good lead vendor, I'm tired of losing my lunch money, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I'd love to have a conversation with you, give you maybe some help that you may need. And I appreciate you watching today. Thanks for liking the video. Hope you enjoy it. And if I anything to help you, just know you've always got a friend in us. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.